Welcome to Aotearoa Armory's weekly. Hi, I'm Paul, the guy who's on a fab journey. And look, yes, I missed last week. And let's be honest, Aotearoa Armory's weekly is not going to be weekly going forward. So it was great to hear from so many of you at the calling in Auckland. Come up and say how much you appreciate the stuff that I'm doing. Thank you so much for that. But I think, either fortnightly, monthly, or probably irregularly, we will be bringing you, or I'll be bringing you this show. So let's crack on though with the show. And in news this week, well, not this week, this fortnight, really is the benched decks for Silver Age, or the benched heroes for Silver Age, with Kano, KO and Ira all getting voted onto the bench, and Chain coming off the bench back into the environment. More on that when we get to the meta, because obviously we have the meta from the very first showdown of the new kind of season, and so it'll be interesting to see how those heroes went. But also, we also had Blaze making her appearance as well, with her downgrading from being a promotional card to being Silver Age legal, and also Bolton getting his sword as well. So would we see Bolton making a rise and appearance in the kind of meta? We'll have to wait and see. There was also a spoiler for us at the Auckland, at Calling Auckland, because on the prize wall there were big cards, and one of those big cards was the Hala Marvel. She will be appearing in Mastery Pack Warrior. So yes, you also saw it on the stream that Flesh and Blood were doing with Hala fighting Aurora, was it? I think. So the gameplay there, they also kind of debuted the Hala Marvel there to the greater kind of world. So let's move on to the meta really, and at the moment, look, on CC, it's all up in the air. Who knows? Really, let's be honest, with our three new heroes. We have obviously got Nationals coming up, and we will see that. I think the expectation is that Victor and Arachne Marionette are still the two top decks there, but the Gravy is also kind of in that kind of mix, and those are your kind of top three decks, with your kind of Dash being perhaps one of the better kind of aggro decks out there. So we'll see who gets taken to, and who takes the Nationals. We do obviously have Nationals USA this weekend. I don't know if Victor can pick up enough points there to LL, but he will LL in the next few weeks, which will obviously see another shake-up of the meta. There isn't any expectation currently that any of the three brand new heroes, Aurora, Ziggy or Bracilio, will be making an appearance now, and obviously with the removal of his signature weapon, original Cilio is also taking a step down in the meta. So Ice Heroes, Lightning Heroes, not expected to be a big part of Nationals, but we'll just have to wait and see on that one. But getting on to Silver Age then, and look, I played in some of the side events at Calling Auckland, and I didn't see a chain there at all, which was a bit of a surprise. I did play Blaze, and took her to 3-1 in the Razor promo event on the Saturday night. So I was very happy with how she went, only losing to a Blaze Mirror in that fourth game. So it wasn't surprising to see Blaze was the second most represented deck in the showdown, even though she only had been released the day before as a deck. Briar topped it though with 25%, and Briar is really the bogeyman of the or the bogey lady of the meta, isn't it, at the moment, with the cards that she had unbanned. Blaze there at 10%, Fi in 8%, Dromai at 8%, Icelander at 6%. So Icelander slipping back, has been I guess on the professional circuit anyway, been making big strides, but doesn't. But slipping down there, not even the top wizard for the event, and no chain at all. Nobody brought him to the showdown, which was with look. He's before my time. Let's be honest. I've never faced him, so to not actually even see one representation of him after all of the stuff that's been on YouTube and Reddit around him, all the scare stories that he is, this really, really is the bogeyman. And how strong he is just purely on his hero text, not so much the cards he has access to, and it's very difficult to balance him apparently. But I say, didn't even turn up for the showdown. The top 8 then were 2 Briar, 1 Blaze, 1 Dromai, 1 Phi. That was piloted by Jess, and you can read her story on a Fab Journey. She's written up her tournament there, so it's a good read as to how she went with Phi. Reinar, Bravo, and Oldham. So Briar, the only one that had 2 representations in the top 8, so a very, very wide and diverse meta at the moment. Will that solidify over the next few weeks? We'll have to wait and see. Look, Briar had a quarter of the representation, and actually a quarter of the top 8 as well. So so conversion-wise was okay from that point of view. But yes, we'll have to wait and see if that broad meta does solidify heading towards Skirmish Season 15, which I guess is the next kind of target for us from a Silver Age point of view. Moving on to our weekend winners then, and in the calling, the top Kiwi was Ben Dodd, who lost in the final, unfortunately, to Sam Sutherland. Look, Sam Sutherland ranked currently 6th in the world, so yes, real top position there for Ben. Ben currently ranks 142nd in the world, so good going for him, and congratulations to Ben on getting that 2nd place in being the top Kiwi in the calling. In the showdown, Manuel Solomon was our top Kiwi, again losing out in the final, unfortunately, to someone from overseas with Andrea Megusini, who came over and is doing those great videos on the Flesh and Blood official YouTube page. So Manuel is currently selling at 283rd in the world after his 2nd place in the showdown, up against 100th. Andre is 100th currently ranked in the world. So congratulations to both to Ben and Manuel on their 2nd places in the calling and the showdown respectively. Coming up next, well, clearly all eyes are turned towards Wellington, with Road to Nationals coming up next. That is the main focus for everybody. From a personal point of view, unfortunately, I will not be heading down there. I didn't qualify, and it's an awful long way to go for me just to play some side events. So unfortunately, I will not be making it to Nationals. But obviously, we will be giving a shout out to our national champion, and also to because on the Sunday you do have the World Championship qualifier, so also hopefully give a shout out to the winner of that as well on the show in a couple of weeks' time. So say again, thank you everybody who has reached out and let me know how much they appreciate these shows. I say they won't be weekly going forwards. I'll probably keep the title as weekly, but we will aim at keeping them coming to you. Look, had a great time up at Calling Auckland with the card show. As you can see, I've got the lanyard on here, up in 2 months' time. That must mean I've been playing the game for about 10 months, because the Auckland card show last year was where I learnt the game. Obviously, where Calling Auckland was last year, that's where I did the Learn to Play. We were there because my daughter collects Pokemon, not for Flesh and Blood. But yes, so 10 months, nearly a year that I've been, or heading towards a year that I've been playing this game now. Look, the community has been very welcoming. It's a lovely community, and it is great. So do keep playing Flesh and Blood. Do let me know of your wins and your have a great week, and good luck for those of you going to Nationals down in Wellington.